What's going on, everybody? It's Jay Coffee Talk back again with another video for you guys. So check it out, man. Yesterday I'm on YouTube watching some videos, you know what I mean? Just chilling, and I come across a Vlad TV interview. As you guys might have seen over the past couple weeks, BG Knockout, who was like a protege, Eazy E. He had recently come to Vlad, and you know how Vlad does. He came back for another interview. You know how Vlad chops up an interview, gets, many different videos out of it. It's been a lot of BG Knockout lately. So yesterday, I watched this video where they're speaking on Eazy E's death, and Vlad brought up how he had put a post out. You'll see it pop up on the screen talking about, Eazy E's death, HIV awareness, rest in peace, Eazy, things of that nature. Like, Vlad catches a lot of heat as far as with the hip hop industry and everything like that. Like, a lot of people is always, taking shots at Vlad, but Vlad didn't mean anything disrespectful by this. He was truly just, I believe it was like AIDS Awareness Day or something like this when he put the post out. He was just trying to say rest in peace to Eazy and put out that awareness, for everyone to be safe, because it is super important, man. You don't want to catch that HIV, man. It's out there, you know what I mean? Always something that was always on my mind growing up, to, be safe. I never wanted to catch that, man. But anyways, Eazy E's daughter responded with an Instagram post of her own, which I'm about to read to y'all. And that was the basis of this Vlad, this clip he put up with BG Knockout, and the shit blew my mind. I was not aware of this. I never heard of this. So guys, please get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this. This is some in-depth shit right here. Let me know what y'all think. But first, let me start it off by reading the post that Eazy E's daughter put up. So here goes her post. You'll see it on the screen with all the images popping up. She says, "My dad wasn't killed by AIDS or HIV complications. My dad wasn't killed by Suge. My dad wasn't killed by the CIA. Things are bigger than you or I. It's just factual. I'm just tired of my dad being the face of HIV. It's not factual. I support safe sex, saying no to sharing needles/drugs and any other ways HIV can be contracted. I pray for those that have been diagnosed by the virus. I have people I love that have HIV. My dad was not one. I'm not going to allow my dad to continue to be the face of something that wasn't the cause of his demise. Don't shoot the messenger. Y'all let me know where y'all facts are. The statement that my father was forced to put out, or the fact the hospital has no records on him, or no autopsy was done to show cause of death. Oh, y'all don't know that his death certificate reads differently? Just like my daddy was a voice, I'm using my voice. God bless, Vlad." So this kind of blew my mind. As I said, it was pretty crazy to me. BG Knockout and Vlad went on to talk, and BG was like, "Yo, ain't no one tripping," because Vlad was like originally like, "Yo, she came at me." But when you read the post there, honestly, I don't feel like she was coming at him or nothing. She even said, "God bless Vlad." She was just trying to put him on, to her thoughts on this. But I was totally unaware of this. Now, you heard her talk about Suge. There was a clip going around a year or two ago where Suge was on Arsenio Hall, and he made a comment. Get in the comments, let me know if you guys remember this. He made a comment, something about, nowadays, don't quote me, I'm paraphrasing or whatever, but something along the lines of like, nowadays they have a super AIDS virus that they could just shoot someone up and you never even know what happened, like with a tiny needle prick when someone's walking by you or something like that. And that, of course, made headlines. People were like, why the fuck? Suge was known to shoot his mouth off, but it was kind of strange that he said that. But I was unaware of this, man. Now, don't get me wrong. I've always been aware that there was some funniness as far as what his royalties, like when he passed away. Tamika Wright, who he married, BG spoke about that in this video as well, that basically, people felt like because he got married her on his deathbed, and then in turn she, got the rights to publishing and all kinds of stuff. I believe she ended up selling Ruthless Records off. Her and the kids were battling it in court, and just battling it in court again recently. And BG Knockout actually said that when that happened, this recent court battle, where they were back in court fighting over, everything, that the truth almost came out about this. I'm really interested to know what the truth is. Now, I don't know exactly what they're saying really happened. As I said, I was aware that there was stuff like that going on, like a conspiracy where he, might have kind of, the way that he married Tamika might have not really been his wishes, because he was so like incapacitated and out of, not fully there. And, you know what I mean? Just like, for instance, that statement, how she said the statement he was forced to put out. BG Knockout went on to say that when he was seeing him in the hospital, there was no way he could have put a statement out. He couldn't write. He couldn't even really communicate. And there were things in the statement that were inaccurate. Like, he says something in there. Like, I don't know if you guys are up on the statement. I'm not going to, read it and everything, but it's out there. If you've seen the Straight Outta Compton movie, they talk about it, or, they read it in there. Just basically, we said that he has HIV, everyone be safe. And he just, talks about his life and things like that. But he says something about into my 7 kids when really he had 11. And BG Knockout went on to say that he always knew, like Eazy had told him before, that he had 11. The kids didn't even know that there was 11. You know what I mean? It was something kind of quiet. But there was just a lot of inconsistencies in that statement. Like, someone threw that together. He also said it was definitely not written by him because of the way the handwriting was. That originally they tried to say he wrote it. They read it, of course, because he was really sick. So that is very, very strange. Also, as I was saying, Tamika Wright, the marriage, being kind of funny style, maybe wasn't his wishes. I've also heard the theories that Jerry Heller might have played, a part in that. And in turn, Tamika cut him in. Like, he might have been the one that got the ball rolling, that got someone down there to do the marriage and got the statement out there. Other things like that, because we know Jerry Heller, was rich and somewhat of a powerful man. So I've heard of these kinds of theories. And, when it comes to that stuff, honestly, I really don't doubt it, because anytime someone's got money, I mean, look at all the people who pass away who are very rich. There's always all kinds of fights between families and girlfriends or wives and other people, over all the publishing and the money and the rights to this and that. It's always, going on like that all the time. People are always fighting over money and stuff like that. But I was unaware of this whole, that they're saying Eazy didn't even have HIV or AIDS is what's going on here. I really, really never heard this, As I said, I heard the theory that the marriage and different things like that, as far to get Eazy's publishing, might have been very shady. But I never heard, and I've also heard too that, that there might have been a plot to give him HIV. I've heard that as well, but I've just never heard that he just flat out didn't have AIDS, that he was murdered. And I'm really, if anyone knows about this, and there's not a lot of info out there about this, but if anyone knows about this, or, it's just get in the comments regardless. Anything you guys have to say about this, I really want to hear. But if any of you guys know what the truth is supposed to be, let me know. I mean, this is crazy, man. And one of the things that they were saying, BG Knockout was saying when he was, expressing all this to Vlad, was that it's tarnished Eazy E's legacy in a way, that he's always known as that he died of HIV, or he's the face of HIV awareness, or like it's almost like an asterisk next to his name when his name is brought up, as far as in hip hop. He was saying in reality, like that he isn't put up there with a Biggie or a Pac, when in reality they probably looked up to him, and just how big he was in the movement of gangster rap. Because if you think about it, man, Eazy is like, you know, a super OG in the rap game and hip hop. If you really think about it, I mean, he would remember in that Game song where he's talking about walk through the White House without a business suit, Compton hat, Jerry curl dripping on Ronald Reagan shoe. Like when he ended up there in the fundraiser at a fundraiser in the White House, and he was speaking to people about things, and there was even some things with federal court and free speech as far as music goes. You know, if you guys recall, you know, they were trying to. Eazy is a reason why there's still freedom. He's a big part of why there's still freedom of speech in hip hop. That they were really trying to, you know, almost make the music illegal in a way, as far as with the explicit lyrics and things like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of true. You know, you all like the HIV thing is always brought up. Like that's what he was saying, is that overshadows what Eazy E has done. So get in the comments, let me know if you guys agree with that as well, that it kind of somewhat tarnishes the legacy or overshadows, you know, the big things that he's done in hip-hop. But yeah, man, I was just totally shocked by this. As I said, I've heard some I don't want to call them conspiracies. I've heard some theories about Eazy E's death, you know what I'm saying, and people trying to get in, you know, get in his pockets, get in his money or whatever. But I don't know, guys. He said recently when they were battling it out in court again, the truth almost came out. So whatever the truth may be, it's out there, and I don't know. I'm paying attention to this one. It, you know, sparked my interest. My interest is piqued, you know, when it comes to this right now. But get in the comments, guys. It's J Coffee Talk. As always, want to hear what y'all got to say. Everything about this, you know what I'm saying? Every point that I touched on, let me know what y'all think. You know, and hit that like and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit the bell so you get the notifications to my videos, because YouTube lacks on letting the notifications out. If you're just subbed, you got to hit the bell also. Please do that, guys. It only takes you a second. It helps my channel out immensely. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time, it's J Coffee Talk. Peace.